Chains over the land. They prayed and took the sand. Cross in one hand, but blood in the other hand. Get in the dark, still remember who I am. In calming and the nights where they buried all the men. Chains over the land. Can you hear the ancestors stand? Silent in the pain, but the truth don't disband. They try to write us off, but we still understand. We the scattered seed, still rising from the land. They try to write us off, but we still understand. We the scattered seed, still rising.
All right, shalom, shalom, Most High Christ bless, Most High Christ bless. We back again for another In the Classroom with IUIC Raleigh. We about to get it in. I am your host today, Officer Sear. What I got for my reader?
Officer Simeon.
And I got the wonderful IT team of IUIC Raleigh. Y'all know what it is. I said it. If you don't believe me, come down here and visit.
You're going to learn today.
You're going to find out how good we really is. We TI is. But we're going to get it in. Let's play that thumbnail. Let's get the thumbnail one more time, and then let's play it. Let's see what today's class is about. Go ahead, officer.
The encomienda.
The encomienda. A lot of y'all may not know what the encomienda is, but we're going to get it today. A lot of Gadite history is coming out today.
Come on.
A lot of it. Let's play that thumbnail one more time. It does something to me every time I see it. Let's play that thumbnail. My man. Got me. My man. You all.
Chains over the land. They prayed and took the sand. Cross in one hand, but blood in the other hand. Get in the dark, still remember who I am. In calming and the nights where they buried all the men. Chains over the land. Can you hear the ancestors stand? Silent in the pain, but the truth don't disband. They try to write us off, but we still understand.
Man, that's some good stuff right there.
We the scattered seed, still rising from the land.
Bring me back in, bring me back in, bring me back in. Bring me back in. Does something to me every time I see it. Every time I see it, ever since it was created, it does something to my spirit. If that don't do something to your spirit as a Gadite, you might be a $5. I'm just throwing it out there. Let's get Romans 8:19. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it.
The book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 19.
My favorite scripture. Come on.
For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God.
If you don't know, now you know. This is my favorite scripture. The earnest expectation of the creature, meaning everything in the world is waiting on the sons of God to manifest to who they truly are according to God. It is what it is. I ain't make that up. Officer, did you make that up? Did you make that up,
No,
officer?
sir.
We didn't make that up. We just reading the words off the paper. God said everybody is waiting on the sons of God to wake up. That's what it is. Let's get Psalm 77.
You're going to learn today.
Psalm 77 and 5. Let's get some more on this. No, matter of fact, Job 8 and 8. Let's start with that first. Then we get Psalm 77.
The book of Job, chapter 8 and verse 8.
Come on.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
It says, inquire thee, I pray thee, and prepare a search for their fathers. I'm paraphrasing, but a search for their fathers. Meaning, if you want to know about your history, you have to go to the Bible to learn that. Not only do we use the Bible, but we do use other books. As long as it lines up with what God said, then it's thus said.
Right.
But if it don't, or you throw that out with what they say, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. So I don't know how we keep the baby and throw the bathwater. I can't. My bad, so Josiah. Don't hurt me. That's one of your sayings, right? Don't kill me. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Well, you got to throw. Sometimes you got to throw some bones out. You know what I mean? But if it lines up with the Bible, it is what it is. Let's get Psalm 77. So you got to have a search of your fathers, meaning learn your history. That's what it means. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 77 and verse 5.
Come on.
I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times.
You have to consider the days of old. Because if you don't know who you are, how do you know where you're going? If you don't know where you're going or who you are, how you know where you came from? So you have to know where you came from to know where you're going to understand the future that beholds you.
That's right.
You have to. But if you don't care, you ain't going to know nothing. You just going to be, what that saying say, YOLO. You only live once. You're going to be living day to day. This is off topic, but I seen something on TikTok one day, and I really don't like TikTok. So sometimes when I be on Facebook, I see like the little reels that come up that an officer or a soldier or somebody might post. So I can't say it verbatim, but I seen one, and the dude was like, certain people live for the day. They don't live for the future. They don't even live till tomorrow. They live for that day. So because they don't know who they are, so they don't even know where they're going. So they don't have a 2, 3 year, 5 year plan. They literally live day to day. Brother said, yo, I remember back in the day, it's funny now to hear it. My homeboy would be like, yo, let me borrow $15. And I'll be like, $15? Like, what you getting with $15? And he'd be like, man, I just need $15 for the day. So what's going to happen the next day? Even if he don't ask me, that 15 is going to be gone that day. So what's going to happen the next day or the week after that? He's still going to be what? Asking for money. Why? Because we was only living for that day. We got to change that. But we're going to get into it. Let's pull up that encomiendo reel. Yep, that's it. Let's get it.
In the early 16th century, the Spanish crown set up the encomienda system in the Americas to divide up the American Indian labor force in order to aid the development of their mining economy. Under this system, it rewarded Spain's conquistadors with the labor of conquered non-Christian peoples. Spanish conquistador, or another prominent male Spaniard, known as an encomendero, was granted the labor of a certain number of Native Americans living in the area. The encomendero forced teachings in the Catholic faith. The native laborer paid tributes to the encomendero in the form of gold or other metals, or agricultural products such as animals, a system of slavery. Native Americans were treated cruelly and forced into hard labor. The encomienda system allowed for a vast accumulation of wealth by the conquistadors and the Spanish crown. They benefited from the discovery of gold and silver in the New World and the mining of those metals by their laborers. The system resulted in the widespread abuse of indigenous peoples, as well as the theft of their land. Since a person of mixed native and Spanish ancestry could not be entered into the encomienda system, some of the indigenous started to intermarry with Europeans so as to save their families from a life of forced labor. This practice, along with the forced conversions to Catholicism, resulted in the dilution of tribal identity and culture throughout the Americas. The encomienda system was also the first racially based system of slavery in the New World, and can be seen as a precursor to the African slave trade that eventually replaced it. Natives owed tribute, gold goods, and labor to the encomendero, who was entrusted with their souls and bodies, but treated them as property. Overwork, starvation, due to demanding impossible quotas, violence and European diseases, like smallpox, led to massive death tolls among indigenous groups.
Man, that's what the encomienda is. That's exactly what it is, and we're going to break it down. Give me 1 Chronicles chapter 5, verse 18. So for those that are catching up to speed, the encomienda, we're going to get exactly what it is. But what it is, it was something that was put in place or granted to the conquistadors, the Edomites. It was granted to them to come over here against the so-called Native American Indians. And it was put, we going to get it. I don't want to jump gun, but when y'all see what it is, y'all going to be like, oh, this some BS right here. So to catch y'all up, 1492, Christopher Columbus came over here to the New World. How's it new when somebody else was already over here? I don't know. That still gets me to this day. But Christopher Columbus came over here, and he ran into some Gadites. Now, you will read in his memoirs where he took some as slaves the very first day. And a lot of times we like to just stop there. People don't know Gad was beating them down. They could not handle Gad when they first came over here. Gad, get down. Read that for me. I'm going to show you.
The book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 5 and verse 18.
Come on.
The sons of Reuben and the Gadites.
And the who?
And the Gadites.
We talking about the Gadites. Shout out to Reuben. Talking about Gad right now, though. Go ahead.
And half the tribe of Manasseh.
Shout out Manasseh.
Of valiant men.
Uh-huh.
Men able to bear buckler and sword.
So they can bear buckler and sword.
And to shoot with the bow.
Come on.
Excuse me. And to shoot with bow.
With bow.
And skillful in war.
And skillful in what?
Skillful in war.
They are skillful in war.
Were 440,703 score.
Uh-huh.
That went out to war.
Out
to the war.
Out to the what?
Out to the war.
Gad, Reuben, the tribe of Manasseh, northern kingdom, very skillful in war. That's what was going on. So when Christopher Columbus and them first came over here, yeah, they took a lot of them slaves the same day, but they didn't take all of them. They didn't just come over here and just destroy the tribe of Gad, tribe of Reuben, northern kingdom. Nah. Gad and them used to get down. So what happened was Christopher Columbus and them was losing. Matter of fact, Gad and them, I ain't got it. I should have posted it. But it's a Gadite named Make Room. Let me pull this out right quick. It's a Gadite. His nickname was Make Room. That was his nickname. So he was wanted for unaliving a whole platoon of Edomites.
Crazy.
By itself, a whole platoon. On his wanted poster, it says wanted, $200, dead or alive. You know, back then that was a lot of money. And then it says, warning, kills in water. God! So he sits in water with the Gadite straw up. He sits in the water and hops out to unalive the soldiers. That's how Gad was getting down. That's just one. And they nicknamed him Make Room because every time he come through, he make room for everybody else to come through. Man, that was heavy. I'm going to pull it. I'm going to get it. But that's how Gad used to get down.
All praises.
And still to this day. Lord's will the Spirit come back on me. Y'all know what I mean. Where we at? All right. Pull up number 2. Did I have something for you? Oh, we good. All right. Very skillful in war. Oh, yeah, I know what I had to say. We're going to pull up pull up number 2. So Christopher Columbus ended up leaving with some slaves, of course, yes. He went back to Spain, where he was from. He talked to Queen Isabella. He talked to her to get things granted to him, more soldiers, more ships and stuff like that to come back over here for, like, what's the word? Reinforcements. He needed backup because Gad and them was whooping on him when they was down here.
Right.
So that's where we at. So Christopher Columbus came over here first. He got whooped on, went back for reinforcements. And this is when this was put in place. Now let's get it. Read that for me. Let's see what the encomienda system is. Read
The
that.
encomienda system was a brutal Spanish colonial labor mechanism that functionally enslaved millions of Native Americans.
How many?
Millions of Native Americans.
Wow.
Disguised as a legal trust system.
That's what it is right there. We're going to keep reading, but it says The encomienda is disguised as a legal trust system. I'm going to show you what that is. Keep going.
Initiated by the Spanish crown in the early 1500s, it granted settlers encomienderos the right to extract labor, tribute, and goods from specific native populations, supposedly in exchange for protection and Catholic instruction.
That's it right there.
Instruction.
So the legal system, this was disguised as a legal system. So what Christopher Columbus went back and told Queen Isabella was this. Y'all can leave it up there. He went back and said, hey, listen, I need to go back over there, but I need more reinforcements. She was like, why? Christopher Columbus and the other Spaniards was like, we seen people over there, and we want to go over there and teach them true knowledge about God, Christianity, and we want to help them with their land.
Bruh.
That's what they said. So it was disguised as a legal trust system. So Queen Isabella said, you know what? All right, you want to go over there? I'll give you, listen how this is crazy. I'll give you that land. She ain't even been over here. Right. She don't even know if Christopher Columbus and them telling the truth. She said, okay, you said there's people over there, you can have that land, and you can teach them the real way of life. What? Teach them about Christianity. That's why Christopher Columbus and them, when they came back, they had the what? The crosses and all of that, to teach them Christianity and to show them a good way of life. That's what the encomienda system was presented to Queen Isabella as. But keep reading. In reality.
In reality, it led to
catastrophic
mortality rates,
a lot of murder,
the destruction of indigenous social structures, and forced labor in mines and on plantations.
The hell is Give me Psalm 64:2. So I'm about to bring this out. Y'all can pull me back in now. But it says a legal trust system. That's what it was disguised as. And then at the bottom it said, but in reality, it was full of murder and forced labor. Read that for me.
Psalm chapter 64, verse 2.
Come on.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
The secret counsel of the who?
Of the wicked.
Because the encomienda system was hidden counsel. It was secret. It was said to be one thing, but it was really disguised as something else. Go ahead.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
From the workers of iniquity. Who is the workers of iniquity? Who is the borders of wickedness? The so-called white man. It is what it is. The devil. Jump down to verse 4.
Verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
So this same wicked, they shoot their ideas in secret. At who?
At the perfect.
At the perfect. Who is the perfect? The children of Israel. We talking about the tribe of Gad today, but it's all the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. That's right. The perfect according to God. Go ahead.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
And fear. They don't fear what they doing. They had no fear to go to the queen and say, hey, this system is to help them have a better way of life. Lied straight to her face. Right. They own people. Had no fear. And when she granted them more money, more ships, and more things like that, they was able to come over here with reinforcements. All right. Now, give me number 4. I think that's what I want. Let me double check. No, give me number 3. Number 3. And then get Genesis 49 ready. So let's see. So now I just mentioned that Queen Isabella is the one that granted them permission to do the encomienda system. All right. Let's get that proof. Read that for me, officer.
The Spanish crown, specifically Queen Isabella, the first of Castile, and King Ferdinand, the second of Aragon, formally approved and authorized the encomienda system in the Americas in 1503.
So remember, this was approved in 1503. But remember, Christopher Columbus and them had already came in 1492 and 1493. And Gad was whooping up on them. They took slaves, yes, but Gad was whooping up on them. Go ahead.
While Christopher Columbus initiated the use of forced labor,
there you go.
The crown legalized and structured the encomienda system to reward conquistadors.
Go ahead.
Facilitate colonization. And enforce the conversion of indigenous peoples to Catholicism.
Wow. That's what they said it was for, but when they came over here, they came with unalivement. I'm trying to say that word. It's kind of hard to say it. Robbery and murder. That's what it is. So now give me Genesis 49 and 19. Let's jump right into it.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 19.
Right.
Gad, a troop shall overcome him.
That troop that shall overcome them was the U.S. cavalry. That's who it was. But in this context, we're talking about 1492, 1493, and 1503. Go ahead.
But he shall overcome at the last.
But don't get it twisted. The tribe of Gad, the children of Israel, we will overcome at the last.
That's right.
When Christ come back, once we get our mind right and he return, we will overcome. But until then, tribe of Gad, so-called Native American Indians, we have to keep these commandments. And in order to do that, you have to know who you are in this Bible and where you came from. That's it on that?
Yes, sir.
Give me 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 16. Let's get some quick history about the Northern Kingdom. This Northern Kingdom class. Hey, shout out to Southern Kingdom. I mess with y'all. I grew up Judah. Don't get it twisted. I know a lot of Judah sayings. I grew up Judah. But it's a Gadite day today.
Come on.
Bring that out.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 16.
Come on.
And they left all the commandments of the Lord their God and made them molten images, even 2 calves, and made a grove and worshipped all the host of heaven and served Baal.
This is going into the Northern Kingdom. They got into it with the Southern Kingdom, and they say, you know what? We ain't got no place here. We're going to leave and do our own thing. So with Jeroboam and the 10 tribes, they left to do their own thing, and they start doing idol worship. Read on.
And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire. And use divination and enchantments.
Yep.
And sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord.
In the sight of the Lord?
To provoke him to anger.
What type of anger did they provoke the Lord to do? Hosea 4 and 17. The Lord was so mad, he did this to the Northern Kingdom of Israel at one point in time. Hosea 4.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Come on. No, 17.
4 and 17.
Yep.
Ephraim is joined to idols.
Ephraim is the head of the 10 tribes of the children of Israel. So a lot of times in the Bible, you may see Judah and Israel. The Israel is the 10. Or Judah and Jerusalem. Or Judah and Ephraim. Ephraim is the head of the 10 tribes. Go ahead.
Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone.
What God say do?
Let him alone.
So because of their idol worship, God cut off the Northern Kingdom of Israel. So they started going off and doing their own thing. So God said, you know what? Cut them off. And then later on in Jeremiah 3, the Southern Kingdom should have learned from the Northern Kingdom, but they didn't. They end up falling too. But like I said, it's Northern Kingdom day today. You hear? Get Psalms 17 and 14. So when the Lord cut off, I'm building up something. We still talking about the encomienda. I'm building up how it happened. When the Lord cut off the Northern Kingdom of Israel, let's see who he used to do it. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 17 and verse 14.
13.
13.
I apologize. 13.
13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Cast him down.
Cast him down.
Deliver my soul from the wicked.
Deliver my soul from the wicked.
Which is thy sword.
Which is thy what?
Which is thy sword.
The Lord used the heathen to punish his people when they break his commandments. That's why the Lord used the heathen or the wicked as his sword.
Right.
So who is the sword in this class? It is the Spaniards, the conquistadors, putting together the encomienda system. Right. That's the sword we're talking about today of the wicked. Pull up that next one. Let's get it. Number 4. Let's get into some history. Remember, earlier I said that we read from the Holy Bible. And in some cases, we go into books. We go into books that line up with the Bible. Right. If it don't line up with it, we don't use it. Right. Let's get that.
500 Nations, an illustrated history of North American Indians.
500 Nations. Who is this book by? What's the name?
Alvin M. Josephy Jr.
Right. Let's go into this book. Let's go into it. Let's read a little bit about what happened with the encomienda. Let's see if it's actual history in books that we don't like to read. Go ahead, underline part.
On the way home, Columbus prepared a letter to the Spanish monarchs.
You see right there, I'm going to keep it going, my bad. It says on the way home, Columbus prepared a letter to the Spanish monarch. On the way home, so that means he's coming from where? The so-called New World. Right. Go ahead.
Conveying the news of a new world of gold and of docile island natives.
Wow. Keep going. It says some two.
Some two.
Yep. Dozen of
blow
it up a little bit for him.
Some 2 dozen of whom he had captured and was taken back to show off in Spain.
So remember I said earlier, he did take some of them captive and take them back. But he didn't do what he wanted to do because Gad and them was whooping up on him.
Right.
Go ahead.
They are fit to be ordered about and made to work, to sow and do aught else that may be needed. He noted in his letter, adding darkly that among the sources of wealth that he could ship from the new lands for the profit of the sovereigns were Indian slaves.
Man, go ahead.
As many as they shall order.
He said, so I'm writing this letter to say when we come back, I want to get as many slaves as I can order. Go ahead.
For a while, the court hesitated to approve the enslavement of Indians.
So they was like, wait a minute. Y'all want to go over there and enslave a whole nation of people. So some people was like, let's do some more due diligence on this. Let's think about this. Y'all want to just go over there and just do that? It ain't been no recon or nothing.
Right.
Go ahead.
But that did not stop Columbus, who on his return to the islands soon began shipping Indians in chains to the slave markets of Cadiz and Seville.
So Christopher Columbus was such a demon, he was doing it anyway.
Damn.
Just to show him, hey, listen, I know y'all hesitant, but look, I'm doing it. It can work. Go ahead.
In 1503, Queen Isabella.
Man, we back on the 1500s. Go ahead.
Finally granted permission to capture
idolatrous
and cannibalistic Indians.
We was in the midst of cannibalism. They not lying about that. Y'all done seen the movie. What's the name of that movie? Apocalypto. That was true. And that's in Hosea 8. We might get it. Go ahead. Right.
Paying us the share that belongs to us and to sell them and utilize their services.
So that's it on that. What did they just say? In 1503, Queen Isabella finally granted permission. Permission for what? The encomienda system. That was the permission. And they used it and said, listen, we're just going to utilize their gifts. We're just going to utilize it. But behind the scenes, Christopher Columbus was still getting slaves. Right. And shipping them. All right. Now, give me number 5. No, give me number 6. So during the encomienda system, I'm going to say these things and then we're going to read them off and then we're going to get into it. All right. During the encomienda system, they destroyed population, cultural disruption. They suffered the loss of land, religious beliefs, I'm saying that for a reason, and forced labor. I'm going to say it again. They had to endure population destruction, cultural disruption, loss of land, religious beliefs, and forced into labor. Now, pull that up. Let's read it.
Population decline. In some regions, indigenous populations dropped by 50 to 90% within decades due to disease, smallpox, measles, starvation, and labor abuse.
So when they came over here with the encomienda system, disguised as something legal, they had reinforcements. So when they came over here against the tribe of Gad, because we was breaking the commandments, we end up suffering population decline. 90% with disease, smallpox and measles, starvation, and labor abuse. Go to the next one.
Cultural disruption.
We had disruption. And we're going to break down all of these. Lord's will, we got time.
Traditional leadership structures were weakened or destroyed.
Come on. So all our leaders were destroyed. Because if you destroy the leaders, now you can come in there and push your own doctrine. Go ahead.
Loss of land.
We lost our land. Come on.
Communities were displaced from ancestral territories.
So everything that we had that was ours and we going to get it, they came over here and just took it, disguised as a legal system called the encomienda. Man, yo, I'm telling you, Esau evil is all get out. Go ahead.
Religious pressure.
Religious pressure. That's why I said earlier, I'm saying that for a reason. I wanted to keep the same context. But that's going into our laws, our statutes, and our commandments that they stopped us from doing. Now, was we keeping the commandments at one point? Yes. Did we break them? Yes. Which is why God sent his sword, which is the heathens, against us. But at some point in time, we were supposed to come back to who we truly are. But we couldn't because they came over here preaching Christian. Oh, it's going to say it. Did you already say it?
Many were forced into conversion to Christianity.
Christianity?
Often under coercion.
Under coercion. Meaning force. Nope. Go to the next one. There's one more. So we got population. We had, stay there. We had population, cultural disruption, loss of land, religious belief. And here's the last one that the encomienda system had.
Forced labor and slavery. Encomenderos, recipients of the grants, demanded excessive labor and tribute.
Come on.
Often forcing indigenous people to work to death in hazardous conditions.
You know, I seen something online where this older woman was talking about slavery. And they showed, they had like, a doctor spoke about the bones of one of the slaves. And the slave didn't die from natural causes or nothing like that, like a heart attack or nothing like that. The slave literally died from being worked to death. The bones was brittle, and it was so brittle, the person just died. It wasn't because of the sun. Well, the sun, you know, it was real hot out there, but it wasn't heat exhaustion. What you call, when you die from heat? What is it, something? Heat stroke. It wasn't that. The doctor said the bones was brittle, like dust. The slave literally just died from being worked to death. I wish I had that video. But go ahead.
Though the Spanish crown declared Native Americans free vassals.
Oh, they free. They free. We ain't really got them in slavery. They free. We ain't doing that. Go ahead.
The encomienda system functioned as de facto slavery, where workers could not be sold but were tied to the land and labor.
So they said, these slaves over here, y'all can't just sell them. Them my slaves. So the encomienda system was disguised. It was never really to give the so-called Native Americans a better life. What better life? We got our own land. Right. We got our own water. Right. We do everything ourselves. This whole place is ours. What better way is that? I don't like paying rent. I don't like paying light bills and stuff. That's an evil way to me.
Right.
A better way is me living on this earth, ruling it.
Right.
That's the best way. But they talking about now we're gonna give them a better way, and y'all tied to this land.
The hell is this?
Y'all out your mind, bro. So let's break it down. Go back to the first one. Flip back. So we're going to start with population decline. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. Let's get it. So Lord's will, we're going to break down each one of these. Let me see if I got time. I got time.
All
right.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
So the first one we starting off with, population decline. Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So coming out of Egypt, the Lord told Moses, give my people law, statute, and commandments. They keep it, I'll bless them. They break them, I'm going to curse them. One of those curses was the Spaniards coming up against us to put us in slavery. Now, when they started getting whooped on because we were skillful in war, shout out to King David for teaching us how to war. We were skillful in that. Crazy. No bomb. But I get it. It's a Gadite class. We all right. All praises. Nice little shot right there. I love you. I love you. But they end up coming back with reinforcements. Why? Because we broke God's commandments. Why they come in the first place? Because we broke God's commandments. Now let's get some more on that population decline. Jump down to verse 20.
Verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing.
So did we have cursings sent upon us? Yes, because we broke his commandments. Go ahead.
Vexation.
Vexation. We was vexed on one side, on the left side, and the right side. We even started vexing each other as people. Go ahead.
And rebuke.
Rebuke. Correction.
In all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed.
So everything you set your hand to do, in this case, tribe of Gad, it will be destroyed. Go ahead.
And until thou perish quickly.
Come on.
Because of the wickedness of thy doings.
Of thy doings.
Whereby thou hast forsaken me.
You have forsaken God, so therefore he's going to send curses upon you. So now, let's get some of this population decline of these curses that God was talking about. Let's see if it lines up. Go ahead.
The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee.
What is pestilence? Sickness. Sickness. Pull it back up. Put me at the top. Pull back up the first one about population control. We ain't going to read it. But you see it? 90% within decades died to disease, smallpox, measles, starvation, and labor abuse. Keep going. So that read that again, 21.
The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land.
From off the land?
Whether thou goest to possess it.
So the Lord will bring a sickness upon you until it consumes you. Let's see what those are. Let's get some breakdowns. Now, I ain't showing the pictures because a couple of the pictures that I seen online, it was like, nah, I don't want to show that. Then I was going to AI it. I was like, nah, I want real, pictures of people going through these things, but trying to cut the face off is different. I ain't want to do all that. So I'm just going to tell you what they are as we read it. Read verse 22. Let's get some more of this population.
Verse 22.
Yep.
The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption.
What? Hold up. With what?
With a consumption.
The Lord shall smite you, northern kingdom, with all the 12 tribes, but we talking about Gad. Smite you with consumption. What is that consumption? Tuberculosis. That's what that is. TB. I don't know about y'all, but y'all know today, if you got a nice high-paying job or something, a lot of times they say you have to get a TB shot to make sure you ain't infected with TB. They make sure you do that, especially in health fields and stuff. You can't work in a hospital or some type of health field until you take a TB shot. The Lord said he was going to curse the tribe of Gad with that. All Israel, but we talking about Gad. Go ahead. And if y'all got pictures in the edit, we'll put it there. But go ahead.
And with a fever.
A fever. The fever is bacterial infections. So those that are listening, make sure y'all write these down. Bacterial infections is the fever that the Lord said he will send against the children of Israel for breaking his commandments. In this case, this came with the Spaniards. This came in 1492, 1493, and in the 1500s with the encomienda system. Go ahead on the next one.
And with an inflammation and with an extreme burning.
With inflammation. The inflammation goes into measles. Measles. Let me get a bomb. There we go. Measles is what's going into the inflammation. After the inflammation, say the next one again.
And with an extreme burning.
The extreme burning is going into sepsis. Sepsis, yes, sepsis. I know you've heard of people dying from sepsis. That's what the extreme burning is. Right. God called it extreme burning. Today it's called sepsis. I hope I'm saying that right. Go ahead.
And with the sword.
The sword is violence. That's why we read in Psalm 17, the wicked is his sword. Right. They came with violence. Go ahead.
And with blasting.
The blasting, y'all have heard about this in school. Y'all remember the Gatling gun, don't you? The Gatling gun. Because back then, we fought what? Hand-to-hand combat and with arrows and bow. Y'all know what I noticed? This just popped up in my head. People today, back then the Lord, put the nations here to prove us and to teach us war. That's the only reason why they was created. To serve us, to prove us, and to teach us war. That's why they was created. So now, to teach us how to war. Y'all know back in the day, you really had to fight hand-to-hand combat. You really had to, quote, what they say today, you really had to run a fade back in the day.
Right.
You really had to run a fade. It won't no guns, it won't none of that. Before the arrow was even made, you really had to run a fade back then. The movie Troy, I remember, I don't know if y'all seen the movie Troy, when, what was his name, Brad Pitt? Brad Pitt, he got on his chariot, his horse, and he rode to the thing. Maybe, I don't know if we can play this, not now, I don't want to get a strike. But he rode all the way to the enemy's gate, got off his horse by himself. It's nothing but arrows and stuff up there. He pulled his sword out, Hector! Told Hector to come outside and run the fade. And Hector! 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 Fight! and he couldn't say, no, shoot him with the arrow, because they was real big on their honor. They was real big on their honor. So it'd be like, man, you know what, just shoot him. I ain't going out there to fight him. He couldn't get away with that. So back in the day, you really had to go outside and shoot the fate, if you know what I'm trying to say. Now it says, God says, this particular people will come with blasting. Why? We never seen guns before this time. Right. Gad and them came out when Esau started tripping. Gad and them got off the horse or jumped down from the trees, and they were trying to run the fade with the bow and arrow. They was trying to run the fade. Esau came back with Gatling guns. What is this? Bruh. What is this? But read on.
And with mildew.
Mildew goes into fungal infections. Fungal infections. Go ahead. Like today, people may have a house and they be like, hey, we can't live there no more because it's filled with what? Mildew, mold. That gets in your system, make you very, very sick. Right. Finish it out. But all of this is curses that the Lord sent against the children of Israel, which we read earlier, population decline. Right. Go ahead.
And they shall pursue thee until thou perish.
Until you die. Jump down to verse 27.
Verse 27. The Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt.
The botch of Egypt.
And with the emeralds. And with the scab.
With the scab.
And with the itch.
Whereof
thou canst not be healed.
That scab and that itch is going into smallpox. That's what that's going into. So the Lord said, for y'all breaking my commandments, I'm going to send a sword against y'all, which is the wicked. And they're going to put y'all through every last one of these curses until your population decline. That went into the first one. Now bring it back up. We're going to go to the next one. What's the next one? We're not going to read it. Just read the bullet point.
Cultural disruption.
Cultural disruption. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. So cultural disruption, meaning they're going to come here and destroy your leaders. Matter of fact, in the clip that we showed earlier, I had somewhat of an image showing King Atahualpa, of them destroying our leaders because he would not convert to Christianity. Right. Read that for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 49.
Come on.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Christopher Columbus and them was from Spain, from the Europeans.
Right.
They came from far. Go ahead.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
And what is the symbol of America? What was the symbol of the conquistadors, the Spaniards? It was the eagle. That's how we know. We're not making this up. Right. The Lord laid it out. The type of people, the type of nation, the type of folks that you're going to be dealing with if you break his commandments. Right. Go ahead.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Tongue goes back to languages. Right. The language that we were speaking was Hebrew.
Right.
They came speaking Spanish. We did not understand Spanish and Latin, all that stuff. We on this side, I'm not talking about the Moors and all of that stuff. That's later on in history. Over here, we spoke Hebrew.
Right.
We didn't understand all of that. That's why the stones and stuff that was found over here was written in Hebrew. Right. Go ahead, verse 50.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
And that's exactly what it was saying, a part of the encomienda system. Right. You can look at history and see they didn't care nothing about the old, the middle age, or the young. And we got the pictures to prove it today. We gonna prove it. Right. So once they came over here with that fierce council, they began to destroy our leaders. Because that's how you interrupt or disrupt a culture. You have to destroy the leadership. Right. Give me Isaiah 3:1. Isaiah 3:1. Cultural disruption starts with the removal of the leaders. Right. Go ahead.
Book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1.
Come on.
For behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah.
Remember we read that earlier. Sometimes it'll say Jerusalem and Judah, Israel and Judah, southern kingdom, northern kingdom. Go ahead.
And from Judah the stay and the staff.
Come on.
The whole stay of bread.
Take away the staff, the bread.
And the whole stay of water.
All of our well-being, our natural things that we need to survive. Right. The Lord cut it off. Go ahead.
The mighty man.
He took away the who?
The mighty man.
Who would be the mighty men? The leaders.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the man of war.
The man of war. So remember in Leviticus 26, we ain't got to get it. It said it would be like we would be scared like from a shaking of the leaf. Meaning a leaf can fall on the ground and we'll be fearful. Because the Lord took the spirit of fight out of us so we can endure and go through slavery. That's what happened. Go ahead.
And the mighty man, and the man of war.
Go ahead.
The judge.
Ain't the judge a leader?
Come on.
They took that away because of our disobedience. Go ahead.
And the prophet.
And the who?
And the prophet.
So it wasn't nobody else teaching the Bible on this side of the earth but the children of Israel, the northern kingdom.
Right.
But they took those prophets away during the encomienda system. Go ahead.
And the prudent.
And the prudent, and meaning the men that can foresee things in the future. Remember earlier we said, how you going to know where you're going if you don't know where you came from? Go ahead.
Right. And the ancient.
And the ancient, meaning the men of old. Men we can learn from, the hoary head. Keep going.
The captain of 50.
Leaders.
And the honorable man.
The men of honor was taken away. Go ahead.
And the counselor. And the
who?
And the counselor.
And the counselors.
And the cunning artificer.
The artificers, meaning the men that made things. Remember in the book of Deuteronomy, it said Judah will be good with his hands.
Right.
Be able to make things. Go ahead.
And the eloquent orator.
The eloquent orator, meaning the men of our people that talk really well. Right. They will be taken away. Now you got slang language. Now you got people talking crazy. Like Today, an eloquent orator, not according to God, but I'm talking about in today's would be your what's that dude name? The one that be sleeping with all the that claim he holy. He's so African, but he be sleeping with the strippers. The black guy. Umar. Yeah, him. The one that probably got Sukiyana pregnant.
Oh man.
Bruh.
That dude be full of it. He be full of it. He be talking about all this black power stuff. All this black power stuff. You know that school that he got, what is the Frederick Douglass High School? You know it still ain't open, right? He been doing that school for like 5-10 years. Took everybody money. It still ain't open. Jeez. I ain't seen one person enroll in that school. But he showed getting a lot of strippers pregnant. And that's not me making it up. That's true. He got baby mamas and everything out here talking about we need to stick together as black. You gonna be my next class. Well, yeah, let's go to Jeremiah 14:2.
You gonna learn today.
That was it on that, right? Yeah, that was it on that. So our leadership was destroyed. You have to destroy that in order to disrupt a culture.
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2.
Come on.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
Read that again. The whole thing. My bad.
Yes,
read
sir.
that again.
Judah mourneth.
Judah mourning, meaning the southern kingdom, the Israelites are in mourning.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the gates thereof languish.
Their gates are language. What is a gate? Proverbs 31:23. What is a gate? What does a gate do? A gate is supposed to be out front, keeping out danger. That's what a gate does.
Right.
I don't know about y'all, but me growing up in the South, I love having a fence. I don't got one now, but I wish I did. I love having a fence. And once you get through the fence, what's there before you open the door? The screen door.
Right.
People slipping on the screen doors. Y'all do know screen doors is extra protection in case somebody try to come in your house. Right. If you just got a regular old door, Lord's will it don't happen. Anybody can just kick that in, depending on the bolts you got.
Right.
But, hey, Officer Kyle know what I'm talking about. We know, soldiers out, you know what I'm talking about. Remember the hard screen doors? The one that, you pull it, it's got the spring on it. You let that jammy go too fast and you don't move out the way, you might slam your hand in there.
Right.
But I'm talking about bring the screen doors back. Hey, we're going to make a shirt. Bring screen doors back. I miss screen doors. Get me one. But
Proverbs
31:23. That's what a gate does. A gate is meant to keep out danger,
Right.
which is what your leaders are supposed to do. Be foresight, have knowledge to see the danger and to warn the people so that it stays out. Right. Give me that. Let's prove it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 23.
Come on.
Her husband is known in the gates.
Her husband is known in the gates.
When he sitteth among the elders of the land.
The elders of the what?
The elders of the land.
So when you are amongst the elders of the land, you are, quote unquote, the gates of the land.
Right.
So gates equals leadership.
Right.
Give me that in Lamentations. You know what I want? Lamentations 5 and come on, Harim. 5 and 14. 5 and 14.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 14.
He ain't even in the class. I just blamed him. Go ahead.
Bruh.
The elders have ceased from the gate.
The elders have ceased from the what?
Have ceased from the gate.
The elders have ceased from the gates.
The young men from their music.
And the young men from their music. If the elders are ceased from the gates, that means there ain't no leadership there.
Right.
And if it ain't no leadership, what falls then? The culture. Right. Which is why we're going into cultural disruption. Get Deuteronomy 1 and 15. And then we're going to keep it moving. How much time I got? Oh, we got time.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 15.
Come on.
So I took the chief of your tribes.
The chief of your tribes are your elders, are your leaders. Go ahead.
Wise men.
Wise men. Come on.
And known.
Uh-huh.
And made them heads over you.
Heads over us. Go ahead.
Captains over thousands.
Leader.
And captains over hundreds.
Leader.
And captains over 50s.
Leader.
And captains over 10s.
Leader.
And officers among your tribes.
Leaders.
And,
Leader. Go ahead.
Come on. And I charged your judges at that time.
And he charged your judges at that time. Go ahead.
Saying, hear the causes between your brethren and judge righteously between every man and his brother and the stranger that is with him.
That is what the leaders are supposed to do. But if you in the midst of sin and the Lord stripped those gates away from you, the people will fall. Because there's no leaders there. That's why today your leaders are your LeBron Jameses, your movie stars, your Denzel Washingtons. All of these are your movie stars. What? Now people, you know they got a new leader now. You know who it is? They new leader now is Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh my God.
Whoa. That's their new leader. Why am I saying that? Because her and Klay Thompson did whatever they did. They broke up. So now it's a movement going on in the world with women saying because of what Klay did to Megan, he didn't want to marry her and he supposedly cheated, all of this. We're going to start a new movement as women called the Cheat First Movement. The Cheat First Movement. What? So if you got a man or whatever, or you planning on getting with somebody, go ahead and cheat first. That way you got one up on them. So who are the women for the last couple weeks? Who is the women's leaders in the world? Meg Thee Stallion. Now, I'm not saying all women in the world are going to do this, but that was trending. The Cheat First campaign. Those are their leaders. Play it one more time for me.
Don't listen to black women.
There it is right there.
Right.
There it is right there. Last one, Mark 3:27. Then we're going to jump to the next one. Get ready to pull that screenshot back up.
The book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 27.
Come on.
No man can enter into a strong man's house.
Nobody can enter into a strong man's house unless, go ahead,
and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
The only way to come into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, his culture, his heritage, you first have to bind up the strong man. That goes into them destroying our who? Our leaders. Our gates. That's what that goes into. That lines up pretty good, don't it?
Yes, sir.
I feel like it do. And all of this was in the encomienda system. It's steps they had to do to take over this land. They didn't just give it. Let's go pull that back up. Let's go to the next one.
Come on.
Yep. Go to the next one.
Laws of land.
So during the encomienda system, we will have to endure the what? One more time.
Laws of land.
The loss of our land. This land belonged to the northern kingdom of the children of Israel. It was nobody else over here but us.
Right.
Matter of fact, we knew how to get over here because King Solomon used to come over here during his time. That's how we knew. How do you know? How do you figure we knew how to get over here? Because our forefathers had already been over here. That's another topic for another day. Little nugget there.
All praises.
Hey, get the message thing? That's a message.
Message.
There we go. Get me Deuteronomy 28:25.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 25. The Lord shall cast thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
We were going to be destroyed before our enemies for breaking his commandments.
Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them.
Come on.
And shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
And shall be what?
Removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
When you are removed into the other kingdoms of the earth, that means you are taken from your what? Your land. Because you lost it due to your disobedience to God. That's it on that?
Yes, sir.
Go to Deuteronomy 28:64. This goes into the loss of our land. Remember, the encomienda, it was steps. They had to get approval. When they came over here, they went to the population first. Then they went to the culture. That's why you got the King Atahualpas and all of them being destroyed, our Consinques and our chiefs being destroyed. Now that they got that, they said, okay, now we got to take over this land. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64.
Come on.
The Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Scatter us due to our disobedience.
From the one end of the earth even unto the other.
Even unto the other.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Ain't that what they said in the encomienda system? That they wanted to come over here and teach us what? A better way of life. And what religion? Christianity. So we began to do what? Serve other gods. Go ahead.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood.
That wood is the Christian cross.
Come on.
Go ahead.
And stone.
That is Islam. The two major religions on this planet.
The hell is this?
Well, according to them. But we all know it's all about the Israelites.
Right.
But the Lord said he will scatter you. So if the Lord said we will be removed into other lands and he will scatter us through the four corners of the earth, where does that leave our land? It leaves it open for somebody to do what? Take it.
Right.
Loss of our land. Let me get 2 Kings chapter 17. Let's get some history on this. 2 Kings chapter 17, where I'm at. All right, I'm good. 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 23.
2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 23.
Come on.
Until the Lord removed Israel.
The Lord did what?
Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by...
Read verse 22. Let's get the reason.
Come on. Verse 22. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did.
So the children of Israel was in what? They was in sin.
Right.
Go ahead.
They departed not from them.
So this is going into the northern kingdom following Jeroboam. Go ahead.
Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight.
So he removed the northern kingdom. Go ahead.
As he has said by all his servants, the prophets.
Come on.
So was Israel carried away out of their own land.
Out of their own land?
To Assyria until this day.
Until this day, according to when this was written.
Right.
The children of Israel was not in their land. Until this day, we are in our land, but we not in full control.
Right.
So when the Lord took us out of our land due to our sins, who did he put there? Read the next verse.
Verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon.
Whoa, wait a minute. So the king that put us in slavery took us out of our land and brought men from Babylon. Go ahead.
And from Qatar.
And from Qatar.
And from Ava. And from
Hamath.
And from Sepharvaim.
Yep.
And placed them in the cities of Samaria.
And whoa, wait. So a heathen removed us out of our land and placed them in the cities of what?
In the cities of Samaria.
Samaria is northern kingdom land.
Instead of the children of Israel.
Wow. Instead of the children of Israel. That goes into the encomienda system with our loss of land. We not making this up. Is that on that?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
And they possessed Samaria.
Wow.
And dwelt in the cities thereof.
And they lived there as if this land was theirs. And over time began calling themselves the Samaritans.
The hell is this?
But it was never about y'all. Man, this is fire.
Right.
You gonna learn today.
Jump down to verse 27.
Verse 27. Then the king of Assyria commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence.
Now watch this. This happened during the time of the kings, and this was written during the time of kings. This was during the Assyrian captivity.
Right.
I want y'all to see how it lines up with today. The king of Assyria carried one of the priests whom he brought from thence. Who was that priest? That priest was from what? Israelites.
Right.
That was an Israelite priest. Bring one of the priests with y'all. Let's see what he did. Go ahead.
And let them go and dwell there, and let him teach them the manner of the God of the land.
Let him teach them the what?
The manner of the God of the land.
Correct me if I'm wrong, officer. We both know the kingdom. Who came over here with Christopher Columbus? Didn't certain Israelites was forced to come over here on the boat with him?
Yes, sir.
To teach him, to show him how to get over here? How else was he going to communicate? He didn't speak Hebrew.
Right.
Because he had Northern Kingdom slaves over there, and he forced them to tell him that we was over here and how to get over here and how to get us to conform to slavery using our language.
Bruh.
This happened during the time of the Assyrians, and it happened in 1492,
Right.
93,
Right.
and in the 1500s. It's the same thing. So it's nothing new under the sun. It happened because we kept breaking God's law, statute, and commandments.
Right.
That's right.
Because that's the same thing. Now, I got some pictures up there. Y'all see them pictures? Read them pictures. Officer, get Isaiah 65 and 11. And show them pictures while he reading it. So we got 14. We got a little bit of artwork here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the IT team. You know, the AI team.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 11.
There's 3 of them. Y'all can keep playing them. I'm going to bring it out in a minute.
But ye are they that forsake the Lord,
We forsook the Lord, the northern kingdom.
that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop.
They prepared a table for their what?
For that troop.
What is this table going into? Who is that troop? The U.S. Cavalry. What is that table? Thanksgiving.
Come on.
So when you go into their celebration, I call it Thanksgiving because that's what it was. When you go into that celebration, the turkey's body was the body of the so-called Native American Indians. That's what the body of the turkey represented. The cranberry sauce represented, just put me at the top. Keep showing it. I wish I had it broken down with the cranberry sauce. That would have been dope. The cranberry sauce goes into the blood of the so-called Native American Indians. And the stuffing that we used to like to eat, the stuffing, goes into the guts, the representation of the guts of the so-called Native American Indian.
Right.
And when they pluck off the feathers, that was the representation of us being plucked off the land. All on Thanksgiving that y'all celebrate. Deuteronomy 28:63. Everybody and their mama say they got Indian in their family all year. All year. You know, I'm part Chickasaw. You know, I'm Blackfoot. They only know 2 of them. They only know Blackfoot. What's the other one that they know? Blackfoot and Cherokee. That's it. It's thousands and thousands of tribes.
Right.
Black folk only know Cherokee and Blackfoot. Oh, I'm Blackfoot. You may get 1 or 2 that say something else. But them the main ones that they be saying. Mm-hmm. But everybody got Indian in their family all year. But then when Thanksgiving come around, what happened to the Indian in your family?
Bruh.
What happened to that's where I get my long hair from. Where all that came from? It disappeared for them 3 days.
Right.
When Thursday hit, because it's always ended up on a Thursday. When Thursday hit, from Thursday to Sunday, ain't nobody native no more. Ain't nobody native no more. They go back to work on Monday. How was your Thanksgiving? Oh, it was good. You know I got native in my family. You ain't said that since Thursday. But I digress. I'm getting upset. Read that for me.
Come on. Deuteronomy 28 and verse
63. Remember, we going off the plucked off the land. Let's see if that was prophesied in the Bible by Moses. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Verse 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you.
To do what?
To destroy you.
To destroy you, northern kingdom. Go ahead.
And to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land.
You shall be what?
Plucked from off the land.
You shall be plucked from off the land.
Whither thou goest to possess it.
So wherever you go, the Lord said he's going to send his wicked against you for breaking his commandments and pluck you off that land. That's what the representation of them plucking the feathers off the turkey means. You being plucked off this land that was given to you by God. It is what it is. Give me Lamentation 5 and then we're going to jump to the next one.
You're going to learn today.
We still got a little bit of time. We all right. Start at verse 1. We ain't going to read all this. We're going to read a little bit.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 1. Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach.
Come on.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
So everything that we had is turned to strangers.
Our houses to aliens.
What's an alien? What is an alien? We're not talking about the thing that Will Smith fought in Independence Day. Still one of my favorite movies, I might add. That was the best visuals of a UFO, or what we like to call chariots, I've seen in a minute. Right. Now I'm going on a tangent. My bad. I like Battleship and stuff too, but Independence Day was good. It was before its time. Right. But what is an alien? An alien is somebody that is not from that place. You are not from that area.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this land belongs to the Northern Kingdom of Israel.
Right.
The so-called Native American Indians, the so-called Mexicans. All of this land, Seminole Indian, all of this land belongs to us. Right. How are we getting deported as aliens? How are we the alien? And this land is mine. Right. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Oh, my God, I ain't got it. Man, it was God almighty. Yo, read on, man. I just got upset.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless.
We are orphans and fatherless. We are fatherless. Why? Because our leaders, which were our fathers, were ceased. Our gates was destroyed. Go ahead.
Our mothers are as widows.
Mothers are as widows.
We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us.
Our wood. Wait a minute. My bad, y'all. How do we own this place? Everything is ours, but now we got to pay for the wood.
The hell is this?
How is the water that fall free from the sky, the rivers and stuff that was here, belongs to us, but now we got a water bill?
Right.
Speaking of the wood, they build houses with that wood that's ours, right? We can pay the house off. Right. But if we don't pay the taxes, what happens to the house?
Right.
But it's ours. It doesn't make sense. But our inheritance was turned to strangers because we broke God's laws. Right. All of this was a part of that legal system that was disguised as forced labor. That's it on that?
Yes, sir. Verse 5.
Read verse 5. I got to find something.
Our necks are under persecution.
Our necks are under persecution.
We labor and have no rest.
All right, go to the next one. Go to number, I got a video there on the channel. I think it's number 6. For those that haven't seen the movie or the TV show called Hell on Wheels, that's a bad show. I think it's on AMC. That thing fire. That thing fire. It's got an episode in there about the so-called Native American Indians concerning the loss of land. And we're going to bring it out. Go ahead and play that. And hopefully I can find what I was looking for. Go ahead.
Do you understand?
I speak your language.
Good. Well, Senator Crane has come here to offer your people a better way of life.
Better than what?
Better than what you have.
I like what I have. I understand that. But your people live in the Stone Age.
Wait. Pause it. Stone Age, we have our own land. You can put me at the top. We have our own land. We got our own sense of being. We hunt our own food. Right. We grow our own crops. Right. We built our own houses. Right. We got order and structure, somewhat set up. We did have it, but you know what I mean. What do you mean Stone Age? Wait, who are you? What are you even doing here?
The hell is this?
Now, the Spirit wasn't on them to realize, oh, God's sitting them over here because we're breaking the commandments. That was far gone from them. But I'm talking about at that moment. Who are you again? But go ahead.
We live at the beginning of a great industrial revolution.
He doesn't understand why...
Chief, the United States government is offering you a piece of land
Stop.
of your own.
Stop. The encomienda system says we're going to go over there, get the land, teach them a better way of living. That's why they're trying to say right now, and teach them Christianity. He just said the U.S. government is offering you a piece of land of your own. What are you talking about, a piece of land of my own? This whole place belongs to me.
Right.
This whole hemisphere belongs to me.
Right.
North, Central, South America, all of this was given to us.
Right.
How you gonna come here and say, we're gonna give you a piece of land?
Who does that?
That was the encomienda system. Go ahead.
Its government is offering you a piece of land of your own.
Bruh.
We have our own land. No, it's not yours.
What?
It's the U.S. government's.
I'm sorry.
The hell is
We
this?
got. Okay, I couldn't help it.
Whoa.
The man said it's not yours. Since when?
Right.
Nah. It's not yours. You see his face? When we rewind it, he said, nah, it's not yours.
What did you say?
Rewind it a little bit and play it again. I'm gonna try to be quiet. But I'm upset. Go ahead.
We have our own land. No, it's not yours. It's the U.S. government's.
What?
Did they buy it? No. Did they trade for it?
It's not like that.
Then how can they own it?
How do you own it? No, keep going.
He has a point.
Pause. He says, now why is he saying that? No, you don't own it. Because they got permission from who? Queen Isabella. To start the encomienda system.
Right.
Go ahead.
If you accept our offer, you won't have to hunt buffalo anymore or roam the prairie. You can depend on your country to take care of you.
You are not my country.
We will give you everything you need if you will just submit to living on a reservation.
Wow.
We need nothing from you.
Mr. Durant, if we could just...
I'm done, Reverend.
What do you mean you done? Now watch this. Keep playing.
Good luck.
Look what's there. Watch what they show. What is that? Look how Gad looking at it. What is this? What is these railroad tracks? You can bring that down. He had the nerve. That's Esau. That's Esau. He had the nerve to say, nah, this ain't your land. It's the U.S. government land. He said, no. Did you pay for it? No. Did you trade for it? No. Then how do you own it? It ain't like that. It's just, we're going to give you a land if you just live on a reservation.
Bruh.
You can depend on your people to take care of you. Gad said, you ain't my people.
That's
But
right.
all of that was put in place because of the encomienda system. Now go to the bottom. Go way to the bottom. We almost done. Go back to, give me Job 9:24. While that's downloaded. Job 9:24. Here's why Esau can say that. Nah, it's not yours. Here's why. Job 9:24, we're going to get that. So much pomp and so much, what's another word I'm looking for? So much arrogance to just say that to his face. Can you imagine somebody walking in your house? You come out the room, they sitting on your couch. Like, bro, what you doing? Yeah, I just want to let you know, soldier, that we gonna be moving you down the street.
Huh?
Moving me down the street. Bro, this my house. nah, it's the U.S. government's. What? But anyway, we got it. It's downloaded.
The book.
All right, pull that up. No, we good. Pull it up. Watch this. Bro, man, go ahead. Go ahead, man. Remember, this goes into the loss of land, which is what we're talking about. Deportation. How long is it? We ain't gonna play the whole thing. I just want to play 2 of them. All right, we ain't gonna play the whole thing. Now, you can keep playing it. Why are they putting the headphones on the Northern Kingdom system? Because she can't understand English.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Immigration Judge William Snoffer, sitting in the Immigration Court in Portland, Oregon. These are removal proceedings in the matter of Lisa Gonzalez.
These are removal
procedures. The respondent is present in court, but without an attorney. For the government this morning, Mr. Shore is appearing on behalf of the Office of Chief Counsel. Also present here in court is the Spanish translator. Now, to the respondent, do you speak and understand Spanish?
Sí.
Do you want this hearing conducted in Spanish?
Sí.
Government charges that you're a native and citizen of El Salvador and that you are present in the United States without legal permission or parole.
What? Stop.
Have you talked to...
They said you were here without legal permission or parole. This land belonged to her. It belongs to her family. Play on, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
In the United States without legal permission or parole. Have you talked to an immigration attorney?
She don't even know what that is.
Do you have an attorney?
Now this one right here. This one right here. This pissed me off. Watch this one. We gotta watch this one. Man.
The hell is this?
Are you a little nervous this morning? See? Do you understand what these proceedings here in court are all about?
How he understand?
You know what a lawyer is? No?
Pause it. How he understand? Do you know what a lawyer is? No. Do you understand what you're doing here? No. But according to the state, you here without legal permission. This land belongs to him. How you gonna bring him to court? No mother, no father.
Right.
It ain't nobody that'll represent him.
Right.
And this is court. Off this, he will be judged on whether or not he stays in America or not. That goes into the deportation and the loss of your land because we broke God's commandments.
Right.
All of that stems from the encomienda system. How they understand? They don't.
Right.
Let's go back to that other screenshot. You can drop that. I'm about to get upset, man. Pissing me off, man. Ain't no way he understand.
Right.
Bring that screenshot back up. Number 3 with the stuff on it. Number 6. I'm sorry. I got upset. I apologize, y'all. Chase. Number 6. Read the last one.
Religious pressure?
Religious pressure. So this is going into them as part as the encomienda system pushing religious pressure on us. Go to 2 Corinthians 11:4. We got a few more books, and then I'm going to speed it up a little bit. We got to go.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter
11, verse 4.
Yes, sir. Book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 4.
Come on.
For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
Preacheth of another Jesus, which is Christianity. Go ahead.
Right.
Whom we have not preached.
We have never preached that. We didn't know that. Go ahead.
Or if you receive another spirit.
Another spirit.
Which ye have not received. Or another gospel. Which ye have not accepted.
Come on.
Ye might well bear with him.
Did they not come over here and force Christianity on us? Did that happen?
Yes, sir.
Right.
That was part of the encomienda system to force Christianity on the so-called Native American Indians. Teaching another gospel. That's why when they came back, they had the crosses, the white image, Right there. That's why when they came back, they had all of that. To force another religion.
Right.
Revelation 13:15. Bring that back up. There we go. Show those pictures. Revelation 13-15.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 15.
And if you didn't worship Christianity, let's see what happened. Pull back up Arthur Whopper. Go ahead, read that.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15.
Come on.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
So he had power to give life to the image of the beast, Caesar Borgia. Go ahead.
That the image of the beast should both speak.
How did it speak? On your TV. Or back then, they used to have like the little pocket-sized images of Caesar Borgia to give to all the army men and promote it throughout the world. Go ahead.
And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast.
Bring that back up. If you did not worship Christianity.
Should be killed.
Should be killed.
Right.
That's what happened to them. That's why they're holding the cross up to them, telling you to worship Christianity during the encomienda system that was disguised as a legal system. That's what it was for. Wisdom of Solomon 14:16.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 16.
Come on.
Thus in process of time, an ungodly custom grows strong.
In the process of time, if it's not checked, an ungodly custom will begin to grow strong.
Was kept as a law.
They started keeping it as a what?
As a law.
That's why when you tell Northern Kingdom that Christ ain't white, they act a fool.
Right.
Because they began to start keeping the image of Christ as a so-called white man as a law. If you don't worship him as this image, you die. Northern Kingdom started taking it to heart. Even to this day, you tell a Northern Kingdom Christ ain't black. They're going to go crazy. No, if you tell them Christ is black, my bad.
Yep.
Christ they'll go crazy. They will go crazy. They'll be like, Christ ain't black. Because black, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they say that's the image of the devil.
Yep.
That's the demon. That's it on that?
And graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings.
What are those graven images? Those right, look at that right there. Graven image. What are the Santa Maria?
Santa Maria.
The beads.
Yeah, the rosary. Yeah.
The rosary beads, all of that. The Christian cross. Remember the video that we just seen with the girl? Before the judge said something to her, I ain't gonna do it, but what did she do? She did the image of the cross thing. She did it. First Maccabees 1:41. And then we're gonna pull a book. Matter of fact, yep, First Maccabees 1:41.
Book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 41.
Speed it up a little bit.
Sir, moreover,
not you, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Get number 10 ready.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
All should be one people?
And everyone should leave his laws.
So leave your laws, your statutes, and your commandments. This is that religious pressure that the encomienda system was put together. Go ahead.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
So they heathen. We ain't worried about them, but they all agreed to do one religion. Go ahead.
Yea. Many also of the Israelites.
Of the who?
Many also of the Israelites.
So even the Israelites began to do what?
Consented to his religion.
Go ahead.
And sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
And the reason why we did that, we ain't going to get it for lack of time. When you read later on, anybody that they was caught reading the Bible, they put them to death. If you circumcise your kids, they put you to death. If you was worshiping Israelite customs, they put you to death. So a lot of our people, for safety, they conformed to the consent of the king. And wicked of our people, earlier on in that chapter, willingly did it. Right. Just like a lot of Native American Indians today.
Bruh.
Pull number 10. And then we're going to go to the next one. We ain't got to pull it up. We'll just go to, I just say it, forced labor. But pull up that book. Read that for me.
103 amazing facts about the black Indian of the Western Hemisphere.
So when you take away somebody's heritage, their land, their leaders, start killing them off with the population disruption, destroy their culture, everything we've been reading, right? When you take away all of that, now they begin to consent to your religion so they can no longer call themselves what? Israelites. So they would have to call themselves what? The name of the Gentiles. Go to the next one. Let's read that.
The dark-skinned natives indigenous to the Western Hemisphere, a.k.a. Indians, were reclassified.
Was what?
Reclassified.
They was reclassified
during the 17 and 1800s as Negroes and colored.
As Negro, as who?
Negroes and colored.
So a lot of y'all, put me at the top. Put me at the top. So a lot of y'all people is running around here saying that you're Negroes, saying that you're colored.
Come on.
Welcome to the family. Whoa. Tribe of Gad, baby. All day.
You gonna
all
learn
day.
today.
All day. But once they consented to the king's religion, because now they're in slavery under the encomienda system, now they got to get reclassified as something else. So once you're reclassified, do you still have rights to that land? No. Then come the $5 Indians. Then that's when your headstone and stuff, that's another class, gets transferred over. Go to the next one.
Certain dark-skinned natives indigenous to the Western Hemisphere, a.k.a. Indians, were given an ultimatum.
Ain't that what just happened on the Hells and Wheels episode? He said, no, we want you to live on a reservation. Ultimatum. Go ahead.
Go to Oklahoma.
Either go to Oklahoma, living on a reservation.
Go to Oklahoma and be an Indian on the reservation.
Dang, I forgot that was there. Go ahead.
Or stay where you're at and be reclassified as a Negro or colored.
But if you stay over here, you ain't about to be calling yourself. Mind you, we already stopped calling ourselves Gad. Then they started calling us Indians, which means Indians means what? Slave.
Mm-hmm.
But now the Indians have rights to the what? The land. So now we have to reclassify them and buy the land from under them. So in the future, you can't have rights to these headstones. That's what happened. All of that was in the encomienda system. Go to the next one, 15.
Most dark-skinned natives indigenous to the Western Hemisphere, a.k.a. Indians, who were reclassified as Negro or colored during the 17 and 1800s.
It's about to get real, soldier. Watch
have
this.
found themselves in the 20th and 21st century.
Wait, what century?
Again, the 20th and 21st century.
Let's see what it was classified as.
Again, reclassified as Black Americans.
As who?
Black Americans.
And who else?
And African Americans.
So once again, for y'all walking around here,
Judah,
calling yourselves Judah, Black Americans or African Americans. Welcome home. Hey, look, and in this same book, you do know the person that created that was Jesse Jackson, right? 1985. Guess what Jesse Jackson was? He was a full-blooded Cherokee Indian. That's in another book I'm gonna bring out for y'all Judites. I still love you though. But welcome home. That's it on that. That's it on that. All right. The next one that we're going to get, we ain't got to pull it, goes into forced labor. I got to speed it up. Hey, keep me good on the time because I know we started late. Oh, what? Say what? Forced labor. Deuteronomy 28:48. Appreciate you, soldier. You done hyped me up. I thought I was running out of time. I got a couple left. Deuteronomy 28. So this, another thing that was going on in the encomienda system was forced labor. We read that. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which the Lord shall send against us.
In hunger.
Anything we wanted to eat, we had it ourselves. But now that we was breaking the commandments, now we have to serve our enemies for food.
And in thirst.
If we wanted something to drink, I mentioned it earlier, water fall free from the sky, and we got a water bill. That's still baffling to me.
Right.
If you get, I say this all the time, if you get caught collecting rainwater, that's a charge.
What?
That's a charge.
The hell is this?
Liable to be a felony. But go ahead.
And in nakedness.
In nakedness, your clothes I mean, back in the day, we used to wear the FUBU and look, just start laughing. You know, the FUBU back in the day. We had
Sean John,
the Rockaware, that had the cross colors. I think that's what it is. Shout out to him. The British Knights. You know what I mean? What else we had? We had our long white tee days, the white tee shirt, the lean with it, rock with it days. We had that. We had the hot boy days, and Echo. We had all that. Anything that you wanted, you got to get from your enemy. But before they came here, they got pictures of so-called Native American Indians in the little what you call it, cloth wraps, and we just all naked and stuff. You know that's not how we was dressed when we came over here. Right. We had on glorious garments.
That's right.
With rubies and gold embedded in the garment.
Right.
They stripped all of that from us. But go ahead.
And in one of all things,
whatever you want, because you broke God's commandments, you have to serve your enemy for it. Go ahead.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He is your enemy. That was really what's going on with the encomienda system. That was disguised as something legal, but when we read down, it said it was really to do what? Forced labor. That's it on that?
No, sir. Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed you. And we're destroyed now because we're no longer, for those that haven't woke up, they're no longer calling themselves the tribe of Gad. They calling themselves what? Native American Indians. And if you go deep enough, some of them think they white.
The hell is this?
Here's what it is. Deuteronomy 28:68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Yeah, we almost done.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Again with what?
With ships.
So Egypt is synonymous for bondage, slavery. The Lord said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt or slavery again, but this time I'm going to do it with ships. Because when we came out of Egypt the first time, we walked.
Right.
But this time, matter of fact, give me that. Give me Exodus 14 and 13. Just to prove it's not the same Egypt. Watch this.
Book of Exodus chapter 14 and verse 13.
Come on.
And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord.
Come on.
Which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever.
No more how long?
No more forever.
That's how you know it's not the same Egypt. This is talking about another place. Go back to 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
We didn't see our homeland no more again, not as a whole. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And there, when you get off the ships, you will be sold to who?
To your enemies.
Go ahead.
For bondmen,
slave men,
and bondwomen,
slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
That's an old Quaker word for no man shall redeem you out of this curse. The only man that can do that is the Black Messiah.
That's right.
Leviticus 26:17. We're moving right along. And get number 15 ready. Get number 14 ready. 26:17.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 17.
Remember, we talking about forced labor, slavery in the encomienda system.
And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Ain't that what happened in slavery with the so-called Native American Indians? Yes, it did. Go ahead.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
Shall reign over you.
And ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
How can you flee from somebody when nobody's running from you? But that's how scared you are. When you can run and nobody was even running after you, that's a different type of fear. Jump over to verse 36.
Verse 36. And upon them that are left alive of you, I will send a faintness into their hearts in the lands of their enemies.
When you send a faintness in someone's heart, the Lord put the spirit inside the children of Israel. It took away that fighting spirit, because remember, they were skillful in war. So now they can go through slavery for breaking his laws. That's that faintness.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the sound of a shaken leaf shall chase them, and they shall...
Hold on. How can a shaken leaf chase you? A lot of times, unless they fall hundreds at a time, you can't even hear a leaf hit the ground.
Right.
But that's how scared we would be in slavery. Go ahead.
And the sound of a shaken leaf shall chase them, and they shall flee.
They shall run from it. Go ahead.
As fleeing from a sword.
As if somebody's running after them with a sword. Go ahead.
And they shall fall when none pursueth.
When nobody's pursuing you, you're going to fall. That's how frightened you're going to be.
Right.
So all the people today, all the YNs and all the other people today that be like, couldn't have been me in slavery. It would have been you. You wouldn't have had the spirit to fight back.
Right.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Man, listen. Getting upset. People, but I don't like when people disrespect God.
Right.
I deal with God when he get here. Are you crazy?
Right.
Couldn't have been me. It would have been you. It is you.
Right.
My hope. It was you. Go to the next one. Job 28, verse 1.
The book of Job.
You, people think they big and bad.
Right.
People think they big and bad. Get into the interrogation room. One Big Mac, and now you telling on everybody. But you want to confront God.
Right.
But you done told on everybody, your whole crew, as far as a worldly standpoint, because the Bible do say Leviticus 5:1, but I'm talking about you that was involved in it.
Right.
One Big Mac, now you telling on everybody. Oh, but you want to confront. But it couldn't have been you in slavery. Man, get out of here, bro. Read that for me.
The book of Job, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Come on.
Surely there is vein for the silver.
It's vain for the silver, meaning it's a want for the silver. Go ahead.
And a place for gold where they find it.
Where they find it. Go ahead.
Iron is taken out of the earth.
Wait. Iron, gold, and silver, where they find it is taken out of the earth.
Right.
Go ahead.
And brass is molten out of the stone.
Go ahead.
He setteth an end to darkness.
He setteth an end to darkness.
And searcheth out all perfection.
He's searching out the things that he can take. Go ahead.
The stones of darkness. And the shadow of death.
The shadow of death is slavery.
The flood.
No, that's it. Why am I bringing this out? The gold, the silver, and the iron, and all of this stuff that they take out of the ground, that goes into us mining the fields. Then they have us out there mining for gold, mining for silver. And then once they did that, then the shadow of death came. When you read Isaiah 9 and in the book of Psalms, the shadow of death is slavery. Right. That's what that is. You see how that lined up? Where we at? Jeremiah 22 and 13. I'm getting everything that happened during forced labor with the encomienda.
The book of Jeremiah.
So they came over here. They put us on ships. They put us in slavery. We had a faintness of heart. They made us mine for gold, the sugar canes, the field, all of that stuff. Now this what happened. Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 22 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness.
Go ahead.
And his chambers by wrong.
Go ahead.
That useth his neighbor's service without wages.
Without what?
Without wages.
Didn't they use our service without paying us?
And giveth him not for his work.
So what do we get for 400, 500 years of slavery? Nothing. Matter of fact, when it was over, when Lincoln did the what's it called? When Lincoln did the what's it called, y'all? Emancipation Proclamation. A lot of the slave owners didn't even tell the slave. They seen free slaves and was like, how's that slave just walking around here? Oh, you know, we free. We free. Matter of fact, it's a movie with what's the girl name from Akilah B? What's her name? Kiki Palmer. It's a movie with Kiki Palmer and Common, the rapper. she was still a slave years after it was over. Years after the proclamation had happened, she and her whole family were still slaves. So one day, she decided to fight back and run away from the plantation. When she ran away from the plantation, she almost got hit by a transfer truck. The transfer truck had Common. I need some water. The transfer truck had Common in there, like driving the truck. Common came out the truck, picked her up. Long story short, she was shocked. What are you doing driving? You take me back. Well, you're going to get me killed. And he like, what are you talking about? She was like, you got to take me back to my master. And he was like, you're free. But it had been years and years and years. Her and her family never knew they was free.
Hey, I want to watch that movie.
Yeah. Y'all got it? Show the thumbnail. Or the movie cover. That's it. Alice. Keke Palmer Common and Johnny Lee Miller. It came out March 18th, like last year. Pretty good movie. But she did not know her and her family were still enslaved even after the proclamation had been sent. It was slave owners that was like, hey, listen, according to the president, you're free now, so you can leave if you want to. And they just let them go. All that trauma, no therapy, you just let them go. But anyway, we got to move it along. Deuteronomy 28:65. And then we're going to get that next book. We almost done. Oh, yeah, we almost done.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 65.
Go ahead.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
We didn't have no ease among these nations. Go ahead.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
Did we have rest on the soles of our feet? No, because we was working 20 hours a day. Go ahead.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
The trembling heart goes back to Leviticus 26, when we had the faintness of our heart. Go ahead.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind.
And a sorrow of mind. That's it on that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Give me that book. Pull that book up. Pull up number 14.
The encomienda.
Yeah, go ahead.
In New Spain.
Go to the next one.
The encomienda in New Spain, the beginning of Spanish Mexico by Leslie Bird Simpson. Bird Simpson.
When was it written?
1950, University of California Press.
All right, pull the next one. Let's read this. We're going to read these. We got a couple more scripts, and then we good. We got it. Start at the top. Start at enslavement. You see it?
Enslavement?
At the top. Just start at the top.
Sir,
Go ahead.
Enslavement of the natives was the most ancient and obvious solution for the chronic labor shortage. Owing, however, to the vigorous opposition of the religious elements in the government, it was always hedged about with restrictions. Slaves were early defined as those prisoners taken in rebellion against the crown, or slaves brought from the Indians themselves, indios de rescate, as the pacified territory increased. The legitimate supply of slaves decreased.
So the slaves started to decreased
until eventually slaves could be acquired only by such questionable methods that the scandal of the traffic brought about its abolition.
So where it says such questionable methods and scandal, remember earlier we read they only told Queen Isabella, we're only going to get the ones that were evil and cannibalistic. Certain methods, they tried to throw that method in there to make her be like, oh, well, if they eating people, y'all can definitely go get them. But Christopher Columbus meant everybody. Not that everybody was eating, cannibalism, but y'all know what I mean.
Right.
It was for everybody. Go ahead.
By the new laws of 1542,
encomienda,
slave taking was allowed thereafter only in specific cases as punitive measure.
That's the cannibalistic thing that they tried to play. Go ahead.
Meanwhile, of far greater importance to the early economy of the Indians than chattel slavery.
Watch this.
Was the institution of the encomienda.
Was the institution of the encomienda.
A device by which the colonists assured themselves of a labor supply.
We will surely have a lot of slaves. Go ahead.
While avoiding the penalties of slaving, its beginnings go back to Española.
Especially during the days of Columbus.
Of the days of Columbus. Yep, that's it.
Boom. My man, go to the next one. Let's keep reading. We ain't got much longer.
That the crown was intimately concerned.
No, you ain't got to start there. Now, this was the encomienda. So I went over to the next page because now it's going to say, remember it was like certain methods and certain people doing certain things as Indians. Those are the ones we want to go get. These are the abuses that they suffered during the encomienda. Start right there at the abuses. You see it? Go over to the right. Keep going. You see it? The abuses after Indians.
The abuses included.
This is what it included.
1, collecting tributes on ancient population counts when the actual number of the Indians had diminished by as much as 2/3.
Won't that the population decline that we read earlier?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
2, collecting tributes for dead or absent Indians.
So if once we kept getting killed or absent, meaning we couldn't work that day, we had to collect more tribute for them. Because, okay, your son died from working to death. Now you got to pull his weight too. Go ahead.
3,
the hell is this?
Selling encomienda Indians to one another.
Go ahead.
4, using Indians as slaves.
Another abuse.
5, beating them.
6,
loading them excessively.
Remember earlier he said as many as I can supply. Go ahead.
7, making them sleep in the fields where they died from the bites of poisonous reptiles.
Wow! These were the abuses that they suffered in the encomienda when it was disguised as something good. Go ahead.
8, mistreating them so badly that mothers killed their children rather than have,
You see how I hit you? Couldn't even finish it. Read it again.
Mistreating them so badly that mothers killed their children rather than have them serve the Spaniards.
I would rather put my own child to death than to let them serve you Spaniards.
The hell is this?
Go ahead.
9, causing the Indians to starve themselves to death or to hang themselves for the same reason.
Watch this. And all of that went because, watch this. Read the last one.
10, causing them to generally to hate the name of Christian.
To do what?
To hate the name of Christian.
They hated the name Christian. Right. That's how much they hated the so-called white man.
Right.
They ain't even want to hear the term Christian because of Christianity.
Right.
That's where that came from. That's it on that. Get the next book. We almost done. Pull the light. Let me see here. Number 16.
Light and Truth. Come on.
Yep.
Chapter 3. Antiquity of America.
Go ahead.
America was first settled by the Israelites, Indians who came out from Egypt.
Out of where?
Came out from Egypt.
So this land belongs to the so-called Native American Indians.
That's right.
Who this book calls the
Israelites.
The Israelites. Next one. Slide over. Yep, go ahead.
America was originally peopled by Christian nations.
Yep.
Which lived mostly by hunting and fishing.
So we did our own thing. We supplied ourselves. Remember earlier, the Gadite chief was like, we have our own way of living.
Right.
Go ahead.
The Europeans who first visited these shores treated the natives as wild beasts of the forest.
Beasts of the forest. Go ahead.
And hunted the Indians down with dogs and guns.
With dogs and guns.
The hell is this?
We're going to read that. The Bible calls it beast and blasting. Swords. Go ahead to the next one. Highlight it. Right there.
The people of God who were murdered by thousands, men, women, and children under the act made by Congress in cold blood. Murder to obtain their land.
To obtain their what?
to obtain their land.
Go ahead.
Woe unto the nation.
What nation?
The United States of America.
Wow! Woe unto that nation that took this land from the so-called Native American Indians by cold-blooded murder. Give me Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 25. We almost done. And get that next book ready, the Holocaust.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 24 and verse 25.
Come on.
Also, thou son of man, shall it not be in the day when I take from them their strength?
The Lord said he will take away the strength from the northern kingdom of Israel. Go ahead.
The joy of their glory.
Uh-huh.
The desire of their eyes.
The desire of your eyes. When you in slavery, is there desire in your eyes? No. The Lord stripped that from you because we broke his commandments. Go ahead.
And that whereupon they set their minds.
Go ahead.
Their sons and their daughters. That he that escapeth in that day shall come unto thee to cause thee to hear it with thine ears.
Jump down to verse, where you at, 24?
Yes.
All right, get Ezekiel 23 and 25.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I ain't even pulled that, and that was good.
Ezekiel 23 and verse 25.
Shout out to the Lord.
And I will set my jealousy against thee.
There you go.
And they shall deal furiously with thee.
They shall deal furiously with you. The heathen will deal furiously with you. Go ahead.
They shall take away thy nose. They
shall take away thy nose. Didn't they cut off the noses of the Native American Indians?
Damn.
Go ahead.
And thy remnant shall fall by the sword.
The nose and they what? We got pictures too. The nose and they what?
They shall take away thy nose and thine ears.
And thy ears.
And thy remnant shall fall by the sword.
Go ahead.
They shall take thy sons and thy daughters.
Didn't it just say they didn't care about men, women, and children? Go ahead.
And thy residue shall be devoured by the fire.
Wasn't we? Put the picture back up where Arthur Wapple was sitting in the fire. Give me Isaiah 37. Make sure you pull that picture up. All right. Go ahead, read Isaiah 37. It said, we will be devoured by fire. Our men, women, and children will be destroyed and ate up by dogs, killed by guns and wild beasts. Right. We're going to pull all that. Go ahead. Isaiah 37:29.
The book of Isaiah chapter 37 verse 29. Because thy rage against me and thy tumult is come up into mine ears.
Go ahead.
Therefore will I put my hook in thy nose.
A hook in thy nose?
And my bridle in thy lips.
Uh-huh.
And I will turn thee back by the way by which thou camest.
So when you go into the history of what the Assyrians used to do to us, because the same thing Esau did to us, the Assyrians used to take hooks and stick them in our lip, our nose and our lip, strap a chain to it, and pull us to where they wanted us to go. Like we was horses. You know how horses got the harness? They took it and put it in our nose and our lips, strapped a chain to it, and walked us to make us walk to where we had to serve at. Esau did the same thing. That's exactly what happened. Get Deuteronomy 32:24. Got like 4 more scriptures and we done. All praise.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 24.
Remember, it said wild beasts and dogs. Go ahead.
They shall be burnt with hunger.
Hunger. Go ahead.
And devoured with burning heat.
Uh-huh. And we will be devoured with what?
With burning heat.
Ain't that what we just seen in those pictures? Go right there. Those are the hooks.
Right.
That was it right there. Esau did the same thing to us in the encomienda system. The same thing. But keep reading, officer.
They shall be burnt with hunger and devoured with burning heat.
Uh-huh.
And bitter destruction. I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them.
The teeth of what?
The teeth of beasts upon them.
He will also put a curse on them to send beasts against them. That's it on that? Keep going.
With the poison of serpents of the dust.
Didn't it say earlier that one of the abuses was that they would have to sleep in the field and they would be killed by poisonous reptiles?
Right.
God had already prophesied that 2,000 years before it happened. Said, this is going to happen if you break my commandments, northern kingdom of Israel. All Israelites, but we talking about Gad today. Right. That's what happened. Leviticus 26:22, and get the Holocaust book ready.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 22.
We almost done.
Come on.
Come on.
I will also send wild beasts among you.
Go ahead.
Which shall rob you of your children.
Which shall rob you of your children. Go ahead.
And destroy your cattle. And make you few in number.
Come on.
And your highways shall be desolate.
Pull that book up. That's what it was going into about the beasts. Because I remember what it say? They used to hunt for alligators. So they would use the slave woman's baby, infant baby, to make them cry, so it would attract the what? The gator bait. Yep. And what would they say if the alligator? They said, we'll try to get your child before the alligator get to him. What if it don't? Make another one. Gator bait. But go ahead, let's get here. Because we got books that says everything according to the Bible. Go ahead.
The Conquest of the New World.
Yep.
American Holocaust by David E. Standard.
This is the real American Holocaust. Go ahead. Yeah, you blow it up a little bit. My bad, y'all. But y'all see the pictures. But blow it up so he can read the bottom. Do your best. Now start at they. Because we about to end it soon.
Bring it down a little bit.
There you go, right there.
They would cut an Indian's hand and leave them dangling by the shred of skin. And they would test their swords and their manly strength on captured Indians and place bets on the slicing off of heads.
So they said, we're going to do a bet. I want to see how sharp my sword is and see how strong I am with wielding this sword. So let's see who can chop an Indian head off with the one swipe. Man, read on.
Or the cutting of bodies in half with one blow. One cruel captain traveled over many leagues, capturing the Indians he could find. Since the Indians would not tell him who their new lord was.
That's it. That's Gad right there. I ain't telling you nothing. Go ahead.
He cut off the hands of some and threw others to the dogs, and thus they were torn to pieces.
Torn to pieces. Go to the next one. Remember, the Lord said he would send beasts against us. And remember, that was part of the encomienda system in order to take over this land. Go ahead.
The Spaniards took babies from their mother's breasts, grabbing them by the feet and smashing their heads against rocks.
Move me to the side and show the picture. Scroll down. Look how he got it. Look. Anybody, look at him to the left. Anybody that used to have some type of athleticism. Look how he planted his feet. He made sure he had a good standing foundation. That's to let you know how hard he about to smash that baby. Look, his legs ain't just flimsy. He got his, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know how you got to have a good foundation on your legs to do something. He got a good stance. Like a baseball, he got a good stance. But finish it out. My bad, y'all. It's pissing me off, man. I'm sorry. Right. Go ahead. We almost done.
The Spaniards took babies from their mother's breasts, grabbing them by the feet and smashing their heads against the rocks. They built a long gibbet, low enough for the toes to touch the ground and prevent strangling, and hang 13 natives at a time in honor of Christ our Savior and the 12 apostles.
How do they know that? How do they know these so-called Native American Indians were the people of Christ and the 12 apostles? How did they know? Because they knew who they was coming to get. Go ahead, finish it out.
Then straw was wrapped around their torn bodies, and they were burned alive.
Wasn't that in the Bible that we just read, officer? Yes, the Lord said he would devour them with fire?
Yes, sir.
Go to the next one. I think this is the last. I think we got one more, right?
The Spanish treated...
Blow it up. We ain't got much long. We got like 3 more verses, and we good.
The Spanish treated the Indians with such rigor. Move the mouse. and
inhumanity,
that they seem the very ministers of hell.
They call Esau the ministers of hell. Go ahead.
Driving them day and night with beatings, kicks, lashes, and blows, and calling them no sweeter names than dogs.
Damn! Go ahead.
Women who had just given birth were forced to carry burdens for the Christians.
Go ahead.
And thus could not carry their infants because of the hard work.
So they couldn't even carry their infants because of the hard work. Go ahead.
And weakness of hunger.
Uh-huh.
Infinite numbers of these were cast aside on the road and thus perished.
So when they couldn't work no more, they just cast them on the side of the road and let them die. Go to the next one. Or is that it? Yep, this is the last one, I believe. Oh, we got two more.
But
come back. Go back one. Or is that? Oh, this it? Yeah, just read this one. Go ahead.
Because he did not give the great quantity of gold asked for.
So this one didn't give the quantity, or what they call it, the quota for that day. Go ahead.
Of gold asked for, they burned him and a number of other nobles and caciques.
Yes.
With the intention of leaving no prince or chieftain alive in the entire country.
They said we don't want to leave any chieftain alive, which means what? We don't want any left of their what? Leaders. Their gates. That's it on that book? One more? Yeah, that's it.
Come
Go
on.
ahead. Bring it out. Watch this one. Oh my God, watch this one.
As the Spaniards went with their war dogs hunting down Indian men and women, it happened that a sick Indian woman who could not escape from the dogs, so to avoid being torn apart by them, in this fashion she took a cord and tied her year-old child to her leg, and then she hanged herself from a beam. But the dogs came and tore the child apart before the creature expired. However,
now after they did all of this to this woman and her 1-year-old, then what did they do?
However, a friar baptized.
And then they baptized it. Then they baptized it. Go to the next book. And then get Sirach 12 and 9. Not the next book. Yep, that one. Say that book.
The Native Americans and Illustrated History.
Go ahead. You got to blow it up for them. There you go. Read that.
It has been estimated by some demographers that by the 17th century, more than 50 million natives of North and South America had perished as a result of war, disease, enslavement, and the careless or deliberate brutality of Europeans.
What is it called?
History's greatest Holocaust by far.
History's greatest what?
History's greatest Holocaust by far.
That is the Holocaust.
Right.
It ain't got nothing to do with them Jewish people.
Right.
This is the real American Holocaust. Two more scriptures. Sirach 12, and then we out of here.
Sirach 12
Y'all can drop that.
And verse 10.
Get that ending ready. Go ahead.
Never trust thine enemy.
The Bible says never trust your enemy. You thought the encomiendo system was to come over here to teach you a better way of life and to teach you a good religion?
Hell no.
It was for forced slavery. Never trust your enemy. Go ahead.
For like as iron rusteth,
just the way iron will rust over time,
so is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness.
Right.
So is his wickedness. Last scripture, go back to Genesis 49 and 19. Because in the Bible it says we're going to be here to the latter days.
Right. The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 19.
Come on.
Gad, a troop shall overcome him.
A troop did overcome us. The U.S. cavalry, the encomienda system, the Spaniards, the conquistadors, Queen Isabella, Hernan Cortez, John Smith, that bastard, I can't stand him. I can't wait to get him.
Come on.
But they came against us. But what's going to happen with Gad?
But he shall overcome at the last.
In the last, when Christ returned, the black Messiah.
That's right.
The tribe of Gad will overcome.
That's right.
That is your encomienda system.
Right.
And with that, we say shalom.
We the voice of the silence they never forget. Guiding the rhythm in the low and thunder. 808 heartbeat tearing systems asunder. What was buried deep, now we pulling it under. Truth in the dark like a spiritual thunder.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.